Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are about to finish up our Titan assembly yard at Sol, and also we're currently heading over to explore this strange wormhole. And we have all of our forces levied nearby. We are ready to find out, in theory, what's in there. It'll probably be overkill, I guess, the amount of forces that we have here, but we'll find out. We'll find out how overkill it'll be. So we're going to finish up our Titan assembly yard and we'll get started constructing Titans. We're not going to wait for Titans to actually get Alpha Centauri underway, but there we go. So that's done now. Titan assembly yards are completed, which means, of course, that we can now come in here and in our, not our third fleet, but in our first and second fleets, we can reinforce this. So we'll get going on that. And I do want to hit the reinforce fleet button here, but I only want to make the Titan. Is that going to be a thing? Let's find out. Let's go in here. Yeah, so I think it's actually probably reasonably fine to have all of these queued up, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 battleships. What is our total, like, goal count of battleships? Our goal count of battleships is currently 10. Okay, so that's going to be like a lot of additional alloys, actually. It's going to take some time. Sure. Planetary Shields has just finished up, and we can go for the Defense Grid Supercomputer, but I think we're going to avoid that route for right now. Let's grab the Gamma Laser, get that out of here. That'll be fine. We going to leave these? What are we going to be at if we fully rebuild? Hang on. Let's find out. So no fleets are in need of reinforcements. That is not true. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this battleship. 572, that's not so bad. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. So we're just going to build all of these Corvettes. We're going to get those Titans building. That will be absolutely fine. Now, we did just finish the 2-band starbase. This is a defense citadel. All of these are defense citadels, right? Yes. Okay, so that is fine. Finishing those up are okay. I want to check in on the status of... okay. The wormhole in Alpha Centauri has been explored. It connects to the Azalash system. This is lowercase. Well, that's interesting. This is in the exact center of the galaxy. Okay. Well, shall we go in? Let's hop straight through. In we go. The other side of this wormhole seems to have taken us to the center of the galaxy. It should not be possible for us to exist here, let alone an entire system. Is there perhaps some dimensional manipulation at play? We have little time to investigate as we're receiving transmissions from an unknown entity. On screen. What is this? Note how all of these are lowercase. What is this? What fools have you brought to aid you, Shadagon? Or perhaps you have offered us food. This guy seems very safe. Have we been lured here as prey? Okay, apparently that doesn't continue. So we see that there are Pi aliens here. Oh my. Crystalline asteroids. There's a station up over here from the Rho aliens. So all of these are... Well, these are the Rho aliens here. These are different aliens. So this is the Ancient Rift and Astral Scar here. In place of a star, the celestial bodies in this system orbit an ancient astral rift. Okay. Well, we shouldn't have a problem breaking through this. Let's find out what happens here. I mean, this should definitely go away very quickly. They don't even have any armor. We're going to just obliterate them with our artillery. So let's head through here. Yeah. So this is going exceptionally well, as expected. I think that our Federation fleet might have gotten a little bit hammered, but this is fine. Our fleets have defeated the strange ships guarding this rift, but it seems they were not alone. We've received a transmission from beings inhabiting a structure nearby the lone planet in the system. Yeah, that's this up here. Right? Hang on, is that actually a planet? I don't think that's a planet. The planet is Yas. which is also all lowercase. On screen. More are coming. We must seal this rift. We are all that remains. More are coming? Start situation, the seal. Also note that this is all lowercase too, so that's exciting. So what is this, the seal? What do we got going on here? Well, first off, this tech world, we need a system capital complex. Let's get that going. Alpha Centauri here, we could definitely put something in. I think that we would want to put in a synthetic crystal plant here. That'll be fine. We are definitely still a little negative on consumer goods. We're pretty negative on rare crystals. We're maxed on astral threads right now, and let's do all of that. There we go. We're also currently maxed on minor artifacts. We'll reverse engineer some arcane technology. That sounds good. And let's actually do military applications here. I want to do more shield damage. These guys are running heavy shields. In fact, they're running exclusively shields. So what's the situation? Under assault from an unknown force, the entities currently inhabiting the center of the galaxy have requested our assistance. Should they fail, we know not our fate. So we could do nothing. We can weave astral fabric. Plus 50% shield hit points on all friendly ships in the Azalash system. Or we can pump exotic gases. We're going to weave astral fabrics. Okay, I'm noting the number changes here. This is actually the fastest, so that seems good. So from here, I'm guessing they're going to come through the astral scar, so we should probably sit here. Now, the next question is, can we survey this? Well, eventually, they're probably going to bring people through and scare off our science ship. So I'm going to set our science ship to passive, and we're going to keep our fleets here. Did we lose any ships? The answer is we did. Okay, so we're going to reinforce this fleet. We don't have the alloys to fully reinforce. That's understood. No problem there. Checking through our jobs here, we've got this Forge World, and we do produce a little bit of consumer goods here due to the civilian fabricators. I'm going to put in an industrial district here. This is not going to give us any consumer goods, just due to the way that that system is set up. Okay, so that seems fine for now. So I'm guessing they're going to come through here. They might also come through here, though. There's a dimensional anchor up here from the Formless. So that'll be interesting. We'll find out what that all means, I'm sure. Okay, so we've got these guys who apparently came back out over here. Let's move them back into the center of Azalash. Hey, look at that, rare crystals. So all of these are going to give us rare crystals, I bet. That would be very neat. We would very much like to have the rare crystals.
Initial
That's
colonization
for sure.
phase complete.
So we just finished our colonization on Rimok, and of course, we want to immediately put in a robot assembly plant there. Top priority. Absolutely top priority. So that looks good. 10 physics research here.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Okay. Who are these? Ah, this is the raiding fleet. They're over at Sirius. Okay, let's send our Federation fleet over here, I'm thinking. So that is these guys. Actually, kind of these guys. Can we merge these together? These two Federation fleets? Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's send them over, and that'll be fine. They'll arrive there in just 89 days. They should deal with that without any problem, while our fleets should be fully capable of holding this area. We're flowing additional reinforcements in at all times, and this is looking solid. Cool. So yeah, that raiding fleet has shown up, and we do have an astral action available. What do we want to do here? Lateral artifacting we don't need. We don't really want to dimensional lock anything, although this is powerful. This is definitely a good thing to be able to do. But for the moment, we're not too interested in it. Do we have any construction ships not currently constructionating? That is no. No, we do not. Okay, that's fine. Lots of rare crystals here, and I really want these rare crystals. We, of course, need lots and lots of rare crystals. So this would be great. Absolutely wondrous, in fact. So that seems good. We are continuing to work our way through this construction queue, and we need quite a lot more in the construction queue. However, we have begun our engagement out over here in Rimok. So this is the Federation fleet. We're not too concerned about losing ships from the Federation fleet. For the time being, this is fine. As long as they win this encounter, it's good. And they are winning it. So that looks fine. Wonderful. I'm wondering about those more that are coming, though. That'll be interesting. So we've got some research to do here. That's fine. Let's bring these guys on back to Sol. And if we were to go into the fleet manager here, what is the cap of ships that this can have? Well, for the moment, I'm not too concerned. We can take it back, and we can just have it upgrade, and we can have it repair, and it's likely that our Federation members will reinforce it. So that's fine for now. For the moment, I am far, far more interested in getting replenishments to our fleets. So this fleet is now at full strength. I now want to do the same thing with the second fleet, and that's now at full strength too. Perfect. So that looks solid. This mining world here, is this actually a mining world? Kinda, yeah? Okay. Let's put in a mineral purification plant here, and let's put in a mining district. And we can call this Alpha Centauri Mining. Hello. Can we type? That would help. There we go. Perfect. And we'll designate that as a mining world. Looks good. So we're working on the seal here, and we've not seen anyone else come through this system just yet. Have we finished up our survey here? We have. Okay, so that is a grand total of 12 rare crystals. There's no way to build an arc furnace here. I was just thinking that would be amazing to build an arc furnace here and boost up the rare crystals, but yeah, there's no molten world. So obviously that's not going to be a thing. For now, we need to come down over here and research our debris in Sirius. So that will be absolutely fine. We'll go do that. We're waiting on a construction ship to become available, and that's probably going to be a while. This fleet has been fully repaired. I don't think it's even started upgrading yet, though, and that is understandable. Cool. We're definitely prioritizing our own ships here, but yeah, there's definitely some upgrades in that. So we're going to need to continue to work on our third fleet. Oh, hello. Okay, so they've popped through. 88K, huh? $88K indeed. That is fairly strong. But we are boosting our shields here by 50%. Okay. So we'll eliminate them without any serious problem. I'm wondering about losses there. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, that definitely wasn't too bad. So we've got some extra dimensional invaders here, and we do want to continue to work on reinforcing these fleets, right? So the first fleet we need to continue to reinforce, and we are lacking alloys for that. Understandable. We definitely need to continue working on this construction. So we're going to get these battleships completed fairly soon. The destroyers and cruisers are going to go fairly quickly. Those Titans are not going to go quickly. I want to be clear about that. That is definitely not going to be a fast thing. So that's fine. And is that construction ship available? No, we're building large amounts of orbitals at this moment. So that is fine. We'll leave them be for now. So we have an Astral Rift event pending. Cool. We trace the drone's route back to an advanced facility. Standing tall against the sterile landscape, the building was circled by drones, each buzzing within various zones to complete their tasks. At the heart of the facility was a nexus of scientific equipment and research terminals. Oddly, while most of the operations were fully automated, this area seemed designed for manual research, tasks to be completed by sentient life as opposed to drones. Well, we'll explore the lab, and, of course, we know that it's full of antibiotics, so, they clearly had some sort of a encounter with the drones.
Studied. Fascinating.
No doubt about that. So we finished this. Did we get any sort of a survey over here? No, we didn't. Okay. Well, there's some progress on some autocannons, so that seems reasonably fine. What do we want this science ship to do now? I'm not sure that there's anything that we wanted to do at this point. All of our archaeological digs are done, correct? And the only thing that we have going on right now scientifically is this astral rift, in terms of, like, science ships. So I think that we should just get rid of the CAR Grissom. Something like that. This refinery world requires a job, and we, of course, want to put in a synthetic crystal plant here. We're going to need a lot more synthetic crystals. We're at minus 16 right now. If we get this system, that'll put us at 12. I'm not going to go for the system yet, I don't think. This is only stage 1.
Council agenda available.
Okay. We're going to have to keep flowing a lot of resources out over here, right? There's no doubt about that. Let's continue to reinforce this fleet, and then the second fleet as well. We're lacking reinforcements for that still. We need additional alloys. That's fine. We have a lot of construction ongoing. These battleships are definitely slowing down the queue at this moment. So that's noted, but I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, these guys have ceased to exist.
Research concluded.
Gamma lasers have finished up, and what do we want to go for next? That's a lot of repeatable techs. We could go for Cloud Lightning. It would be more of a reroll. Ion disruptors, detection arrays are maybe not the worst thing in the world. And we're going to get maximized productivity, which is going to be very good for our alloy production. So that's great. This tech world requires a job. We can definitely upgrade the Astral Nexus there. What else do we have going on for jobs? Absolutely nothing.
Research concluded.
Is the answer. Okay, let's get the second fleet fully reinforced. There we go. And we now have maximized productivity, so that seems good. What are we interested in next? I guess uplifting? That's more of a reroll, but it's fine. Looks solid. So we've got a decent amount of alloys flowing in, but it's definitely not as much as I would like to have. Let's queue up an additional, I believe this is going to be a battleship here, but I don't know that for a fact. We'd have to check the bottom of this shipyard queue here. Yeah, that's a battleship. Okay, cool. So that's fine. We should be able to queue another battleship next month tick. So we can get a battleship about every 3 months at our current alloy rate. That's not too bad. We definitely can't build them that quickly. This industrial world here should probably get a Ministry of Production, but we don't have the ability to do that right now. We don't have a planetary capital on the planet. So I think instead, due to our deficit of consumer goods, I'm going to put in a civilian industry here. That will be absolutely fine in theory. Cool. I'm noticing that we have not gotten any additional enemies through here, but they did come through where we expected them to. I kind of want to spread out our fleets a little bit and have them be parked here, here, and where's that other one? This one. Here. Cool. Something along the lines of that. Now,
Research concluded.
We want to do this because we have long range on our battleships, right? So something like this, they're going to come through here, and then we can engage like that. I'd like to actually turn around these formations. So let's move this guy out over here. Let's move you to here. Let's move you to here. And then we're going to turn around the formation like this.
Initializing
Okay, there they are.
engagement protocol.
Of course, they're coming in now. That's fine. We want to be sitting out quite a ways away from them, because we want our battleships to be out over here. So I'm thinking, actually, the battleships like to sit at around this distance. So that seems fine. In that case, we'll have them sit at Yas. We'll have them sit at the Yas orbit here. We'll have them sit at the wormhole here. And then these guys, once they finish their upgrade, which will be probably before the next group comes in.
Research concluded.
Then that'll be fine. Okay, uplift is done. That's whatever. We don't really care too much about it. I'm interested in potentially going for Cyto Revitalization Centers, again, as more of a reroll than anything. But let's see what we've got up over this way. Dark Matter Resonance Chambers would take a while to research. Let's get Assist Cloaking Detection done for now. That seems fine. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move all of these down to the very bottom. I want to get these upgrades completed. We should move through the upgrades quite quickly, in theory. Yeah. There's not that many upgrades that need to happen, and I'd like to get those completed. The Titans are still kind of top priority right now. But this isn't bad. Cool. So we are having some slow amount of repairs here. Very high Federation centralization. Yeah, go for it. We vote yes on everything, of course. And the real question is, with that very high centralization, would anybody be willing to go to strongest? No, of course they wouldn't. We're the strongest, so why would they vote for that? They absolutely won't vote for that. That's not surprising in the slightest. Okay, so these upgrades are going to be completed relatively soon.
Receiving transmission.
Embassy? Sure, why not? That's fine. So that's fine. And we're
Another
going to
day,
work our way through the
another
remainder of
scientific
these
breakthrough.
constructions. We just finished up the assist cloaking. That's fine. What else would we like to get? Cloud lightning? I mean, it's a quick cleanup. Let's get it done. So that seems okay. As soon as we're done with these upgrades, I'm going to move the Federation fleet out to join us in Azalash, and it is going to sit, like, right out over here. Cool. That should be fine. And now we're going to be in a much better position to deal with these. Now, we are going to need to continue to reinforce these fleets, right? We'll do First Fleet first, and we actually don't have enough to fully reinforce that. We have suffered some losses there, no doubt about it. Okay. So we're working on all of the remaining upgrades right now. That looks solid. Our Titans are 85% done, or almost 85% done. They will eventually finish, and we're starting to pump out all of these Corvettes. Corvettes are cheap,
Research
and they build
concluded.
quickly, so that'll be fine. We did just finish up our Cyber Revitalization Centers. We are interested in potentially grabbing... I guess Assault Army damage and morale. That'll be okay. We also finished up the Polaris Starbase, and we want to put in 2 anchorages and probably a resource silo there. And then also getting an upgrade over here. There we go, upgrading that Star Fortress. Now, of course, that costs a fair amount of alloys, so that is absolutely noted. We're going to need to put in 2 anchorages here. As soon as we've got the alloys, we're waiting on the month tick for that. There we go. And naval activity in Tau Ceti, huh? Within the Free Brill administration. Okay. That's noted. They are thinking about things. It shouldn't be a problem, though. Yeah, these are very weak. Okay. That's fine. We could put in a leader here. I don't think we're going to. I think this is absolutely fine. We're just waiting on these last couple of upgrades and still working on pumping out the Corvettes, of course. But over here in...
Research concluded.
Let's see, in Polaris, I believe it was? No, in Procyon. Yeah, we're going to want to upgrade this Star Fortress. So we're lacking 22 alloys for that. We may want to consider buying in some alloys. We haven't done that in a really long time. But, yeah, we've only ever bought 2,000. I'm going to buy 2,500 here, just so that we can get our Star Fortress upgrade queued up in Procyon immediately. And then we can hop over this way and continue to work on the First Fleet here. So we're going to continue to reinforce that fleet. And we're just going to be absolutely pumping
Fleet
out the
enhancements
Corvettes
supplied.
eventually. So this is now done. We're going to move these guys. More extra-dimensional invaders. They are getting stronger. So that is noted. We're still able to take care of them, but they are definitely getting stronger. And perhaps more frequent as well. We're currently in breach of galactic law because we don't have enough naval cap. Okay, yeah, that is fine. Here in Ednit, we want to put something in here. And this world is intended to be what exactly? What is going on over here? Okay, whatever. So this world is intended to have a bunch of orbitals here. I'm currently thinking that we obviously need to have a robotic assembly plant here, and we'll figure out what we want this to be a little later on. I think that we need to start thinking strongly about having a second shipyard, because it's pretty clear that our current shipyard is not keeping up. Now, some of that is because we've been focusing on Titans and upgrades and things like that. So there is some of that, for sure. We are currently in breach of galactic law, but we're working on it. Our 2 Titans are going to be finished now. They are officially on their way. And now we're no longer in breach of galactic law. So that's nice. We do want to continue to work in here. Now we're going to be able to grab our final perk here. I was thinking about going for domination. I think it was. We don't care about the housing. Yeah, we don't care about the housing there. We could instead go for something like, say, enmity. It's kind of irrelevant, though. What else would we be interested in? I don't want to go diplomacy. I don't think that's relevant at this point. I mean, building and district strategic resource upkeep reduced by 15% is pretty good. Habitability plus 10% would be okay. Building slots plus 1, I would like. Let's go adaptability. Even less housing usage. Perfect. Okay, so we are just absolutely pumping out these ships right now. But it's not as quickly as we would like. That's for sure. I believe that we are falling behind in our queue right now. So if we go to the first fleet here, yeah, we're definitely falling behind on keeping up with this. So we can go up to 230 in each of these. And that's probably fine. We can have up to 4 Titans at this moment, so that is noted. I think that we should just stick with 10 in each of these categories. And then just spam the Corvettes, to be honest. So something like this should be fine. Like, I feel like Corvettes are so powerful. In terms of numbers, at least. In terms of numbers. So we've got a lot being worked on here. No doubt about that. And I do want to get another shipyard online. Now, if we were to do that, we would break our starbase capacity. But what if we were to go for one of these guys over here, one of these anchorages, and convert them over? Well, I don't think that's even all that necessary. Yeah, I don't think that's super necessary. For the time being, I'm going to leave it be, and we'll see what our fleet strength is like once they attack again. But they're attacking more frequently. I can definitely tell that.
Warning.
And it's getting
Alien
stronger.
Federation formed.
Okay, these guys voted to form a federation. Whatever. That seems okay. So let's get an advanced research complex going here. And here in Azalash, I'm wondering where... Oh, we've got 2 fleets here. These guys are intended to be, like, down over here at the wormhole, with these guys intended to be out over here. Like that. Okay. Get into position. That'll be fine. We've got Titans on the way in. So that looks reasonably fine. There we go. We don't have all of our Titans made, of course, but we'll get there. Cool. So next up, what I want to do is I want to continue... Okay, we need like 54,000 alloys to continue to get these all fully reinforced. That's fine. We're going to continue to work on the first fleet here. We obviously need to do a lot of work here. We're doing a lot of damage here, but we're also taking a lot of damage. That's for sure. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see what ends up happening in Phase 2 of the Seal. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.